Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy, the Mad Kiger, and we are back once again with part 6 of the PlayStation 2 collection. I did say I was going to try and get all of these videos done nice and on a bit of a daily basis. Got a lot of more collections to go through. Before I start, I had to pick up a new PlayStation 4 controller because I did get one of these from when I was down at my mum's because my Nikon one over there was playing up a little bit, so I only paid £20 for this, and then I realised that I actually left the one that I brought down at my in my brother's room, but I told him he can have that one because his controller's broken. This is just a basic wired blue controller in a sort of ergonomic design. It don't actually have a mic port. It's one thing I noticed, it doesn't have a mic port. It doesn't bother me that much because I don't really play online games on PS4. And for 20 quid, you know, I'll just take it. It's just I can play a few PS4 games. But anyway, let's just get straight into it. We've got a bunch of different types of games here. Let's just start with Warriors of Might and Magic on the PlayStation 2. Yeah, there's quite a few Might and Magic games out there. This one apparently got some good reviews back in the day from the PS2 magazine, and part of the same series, Quest for the Dragonbone Staff. I believe this is these are sort of like I guess action RPG strategy games made by 3DO, the same company that brought us the Army Men games. Then we have the two Gauntlet games on PlayStation 2, Seven Sorrows and Dark Legacy. Ironically, I'm actually playing a Gauntlet game on PS4 right now. Well, I will be after this video. I started it. Yeah, the Gauntlet games are really fun. You know, these are great originally classics on the Midway arcade back in the day. But the newer versions often bring, like, you know, their own sort of differences to them and sort of throwing some RPG elements into them, upgrade, stuff like that. Then we have Ubisoft's Evergrace, another RPG by Ubisoft. You know, Ubisoft made quite a few RPGs back in the day, and there's actually a ton of RPGs on the PlayStation 2, as well as JRPGs, which I don't actually have a lot of JRPGs, unfortunately. Then we have Eternal Quest. I've heard that this game is awful. I heard that it's really, really tough and just awful. Budget game. We have Eternal Ring. I was going to say Elden Ring then, but that's not out yet. I think this is like a first person, like a classic old school dungeon crawler. Then we have The Bard's Tale. This game was remastered on the PS4. A classic sort of action RPG, often considered to be a hidden gem. Then we have the two Summoner games by THQ. I think these are sort of action RPGs with sort of like summoning abilities. I guess you can summon monsters and things. Yeah, kind of interesting ones there. Then we have EA's Cricket 2002. Yeah, not much to say about that. And then we have Aussie Rules Football 2004 AFL Live. Some of these AFL games are actually getting quite hard to find. Some of them were released in the UK, other ones were only released in Australia, so if you're going for a full PlayStation 2 set, you might have to do some imports from Australia to get those other ones. And Cricket 07, I think there was also a 2005 one. I think these came out like every 3 years or every 2 years, I think. Every 3, I think, possibly. Then we have Shadow Man, The Second Coming, originally a Dreamcast title. I never actually played the original. I think the original was also on PS1 as well. A lot of people are asking for a new one. And we have a Shadow of Colossus in this basic pack here with a Kingdom Hearts manual there, but the game's there. Of course, a well-beloved classic in the PlayStation. Then we have Primal, a Sony branded title. This game's actually considered to be really good. I hear this is a really hidden gem. Then we have the very, very good Prince of Persia trilogy. Sands of Time, Warrior Within, and Two Thrones. The third one was more of a God of War clone, unfortunately. They made it more action-based, but the first and second games were excellent. There is a PlayStation 3 pack with all of these in HD, and there was a remaster of the first game coming out this year. It might already be out. A lot of people are saying the remake or the remaster of the first game looks a bit shitty, but I don't really care too much about how it looks as long as it plays good. Then we have Legend of K. I've only played the anniversary version of this game on Switch, but I actually hear that the remake or the remastered version, it actually ruined this game. They said that the original was much better. I'll have to play it and see. I haven't beaten the Switch version, but it was an okay game. Then we have Giants, Citizen Kabuto. I think it's like an action RPG. Kind of looks like it's got some sort of like I don't know, like maybe you can play as the mechs, the seductive Delphi and the monstrous Kabuto, so maybe a bit of variety in that one. Then we have the Dragon's Lair 3D Special Edition. I don't know why it's called the Special Edition. I think I'm not entirely sure, but I think this also includes the original game as well. It's of course originally an arcade game back in the day. Very, very loved game on the day back in the day, but I'm not entirely sure how the 3D version plays this one. And why it's called the Special Edition. I don't know if there is a normal version of this game or if that's the only version that was released. We have Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, a very loved series. It's like a Diablo clone in a way, but these games are often considered to be some of the best action RPG dungeon crawlers on the PlayStation 2, and a lot of people are asking for a remaster of the first and second one. We have Shadow the Hedgehog. I actually loved this game as a kid. You know, I actually really enjoyed Shadow the Hedgehog as a kid. Unfortunately, the game doesn't hold up very well, unfortunately. But it was a bit different in the Sonic games. You know, this one had some sort of action and guns and stuff. Then we have Sonic Riders, the sort of skateboarding, hoverboarding, racing game. I don't know how good these are. I think these are pretty fun little racing games if you can ignore the fact that they're Sonic based games. But you know, Sonic has always been a bit of a, especially the 3D ones, they've always had some sort of platform and racing to them. Then we have my favourite Sonic Heroes. I loved this game as a kid. Haven't played it in a long time. Don't know how well it holds up today. Ironically, my PS2 has been put away, so I might have to set it back up at some point so I can play some more PS2. Then we have Sonic Mega Collection Plus. This is an excellent package. It includes all of these Sonic games here, and some Sega Game Gear ones, and of course some unlockable bonus movies and memorabilia. Great collection of classic Sonic games. You get all the originals on there. Better than buying them individually, I tell you that much. And then we have the Gems collection. This includes some Game Gear games, as well as the Sonic CD fighters and of course Sonic CD is well worth the £4 asking price for this game. Excellent game. Then we have some Spyro games. We've got I think there was only 3 released on the PlayStation 2. We have Enter the Dragonfly, A Hero's Tale, and A New Beginning. Of course, Spyro originally on the PlayStation 1 did get the remastered, you know, the remastered treatment, and some people were asking that, wondering if the PS2 era will get the same treatment. It would be nice to see some more Spyro games on the PS4 or PS5, but still, you know, classic games. Then we have Ape Escape, Ape Escape 2, a really loved series. Again, another game that is asking for, a lot of people are asking for a new one or a HD remaster of all 3 games. Really fun game, sort of action platformers with some sort of You know, you go around capturing the apes. I think the second one, this one was also released on PS4 as limited run and also digital. You can get the PS2 version on PS Now as well. Then we have Haven, Call of the King. I think this was originally a Dreamcast game. I could be wrong. A lot of Dreamcast games came to the PlayStation 2. Brave, The Search for the Spirit Dancer. I heard good things about this one. I heard it's not a bad platformer if you like those sort of things. Then we have Dog's Life, another Sony branded game by Frontier. Kind of an interesting one. You just play through like this game and you play from a dog's perspective. It's not amazing, but it's a cool little concept. It would be nice to see some more games where you play as animals like this. Then we have some terrible Robin Hood's Quest and Quest for Sleeping Beauty. These games are absolutely awful. They're just like really bad sort of clones of, say, like Pac-Man or something. Oxygen Entertainment and Liquid. Definitely not worth playing, but you know, the asking price is you know, what can you say there? Then we have James Pond Robocod. Ironically, there's not many 2D platformers on the PlayStation 2 that I come across, but here's one. I think this was originally a Super Nintendo game or a Sega Genesis game. Also on the DS and things. Kind of a cool little one there. Then we have Kokobot Plus Mysteries of the Kakuri. I think this was originally a PlayStation portable game. Sort of like an action platformer. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Billy Hatcher in the way that you use these different robots to do different things. Looks kind of interesting. I think it's made by Tecmo. Yeah. Then we have, these are Smarties indeed. Smarties Meltdown. I'm not entirely sure what kind of game this is. If it's an action platformer or puzzle game. Yeah, you know, Nestle wanted their chocolates in a video game. Then we have Shamu's Deep Sea Adventure, a SeaWorld based game on the much loved Shamu from back in the day. Then we have Hello Kitty's Roller Rescue, a free gift inside. I wondered what the gift was. If anyone knows what the gift was that came with this game, let me know in the comments below. I'm guessing it was probably like a card or something. Not entirely sure. Looks like a sort of platforming game here. Then we have Vex by Acclaim. Space here. Yep, Vex by Acclaim. Looks like a action platformer as well. Then we have Habitrail Hamster Ball, a Phoenix game. Phoenix are well known for their really low budget titles. But this kind of looks a bit like a Monkey Ball, so it might be decent, but I wouldn't really put any money on that. Then we have the two excellent Maximo games, and Army of Zin. These are basically 3D ghosts and goblins, or ghouls and goblins. If you like those sort of games growing up, the ghosts and goblins games, check these ones out. They're basically 3D versions of them. Have the same sort of difficulty set into them, and pretty fun action hack and slash games. They're definitely not easy. And we have Rayman 3. Ironically, I never actually really got into the Rayman 3D games. I loved the original on PlayStation 1, but I never really got into the later ones. I prefer the 2D Rayman games. And then we have Scala, another sort of budget title, I guess. Platformer with a Spyro ripoff there. Then we have running out of space again. Then we have Portal Runner. I think she was originally a character from the Army Men games back in the day. Action platformer. Then we have Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. This game was re-released on the Nintendo Switch, I believe. A game that was actually loved back in the day. A really decent action platformer. And we have Soul Reaver 2, Legacy of Kain. I like to think that the Legacy of Kain games basically became the Darksiders games in a way. Dios branded games. Then we have Pitfall, The Lost Expedition. It includes the original Pitfall 1 and 2 as well on there, from the old Atari 2600. Then we have Malice, another sort of action platform. I tried it out a tiny bit, nothing special, but not the worst thing. Then we have Hurdy-Gurdy, another action platformer. Definitely isn't an abundance of them on the PlayStation. Then we have two Crash Bandicoot games, Crash of the Titans and Twin Sanity. Yeah, on the PlayStation, they really experimented a little bit with the Crash Bandicoot series, and a lot of people didn't really like the new direction. And of course, it's got back on track nowadays with Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, and of course the Crash Bandicoot 4 gone back to its roots. Then we have the excellent Super Monkey Ball Adventure and Deluxe. These games are awesome, great single player platforming puzzle games, but these games are just awesome games with you know, the mini games with friends. Really fun little mini games there. And then we have the excellent Jak and Daxter series, Precursors Legacy, Jak 2, Jak 3, and Jak X, which is a racing game. I've never actually played these, I don't think. These were released as a triple pack on the PlayStation 3 as a HD collection, and I believe they are also available now on PlayStation 4 digital, and I believe there were limited run versions of the game as well. So there we have the next part done. Quite a few games here. Definitely some good ones in here. You know, the Monkey Ball games are excellent. The Crash Bandicoot games, Sonic. You know, there definitely is a lot going for the PlayStation 2 with its overabundance of platformers and things. So, but if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to leave a like, and of course comment below. Let me know if there's anything here that's worth playing or deserves more attention. Anything here that you had growing up, or that you love here, that you'd like me to play maybe. And as always, subscribe if you haven't already, and join the family. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram and Twitch at the Mad Kiger. I don't think I'll be streaming tonight. I'm going to watch a film tonight. I'm going to watch some Monty Python, The Holy Grail tonight. And as always, guys, have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye.